you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show 'em who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold channel. I am Clark Griswold. If you are a first timer, then welcome. I'm happy to have you guys here. I am happy to be here. Thank you to my old subscribers, my new subscribers, and the guys who haven't subscribed yet, or gals. Click the subscribe button down below. Once you do that, click that bell. That bell gives you the notifications when I send out daily videos just like this for our day trade setups, our weekly swings, our monthly swings, informational videos, learning tools, video reviews on the trades that we took in that day or in that week, okay? So again, I'm happy to have you guys here. I'm happy to help you guys learn. Even if you don't want to look at these watch lists, it's a great tool to just learn the strat, learn how to trade using price action, and you know what the candlesticks are telling us to do. The candlesticks are telling us when to buy and when to sell. So it's an easy enough system. It's probably the easiest system you guys will ever find out there, and you don't need to pay for it. You don't need to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars, which some people are charging. It's all free right here for you guys, okay? So grab a piece of paper and a pen. You can write down the triggers and the targets if you like, and then put them on your own charts. Okay, there's not that many plays for tomorrow, and we always caution on Monday because when we're looking at time frame, the day and the week are opening up brand new, so they don't really hold true to what you see here. Okay, so let's hammer through these things, okay? First one on the list is Adobe, ADBE. We have an outside bar, so we can take calls at 453.74 or puts at 435.99. Outside bar just means that we broke the low of the previous bar and the high of the previous candle, okay? We also have this trigger here on the weekly, this pink line. So we'll see how Adobe plays out tomorrow. ATVI is Activision. Activision had a 2 down that finished green, okay? So that's one of the things I look for. We have a 2 down, but I like them to finish green when I'm looking for reversals, okay? So we're looking for a 2 down and then a 2 up on Monday, okay? So $79.35 we're taking calls. BAC, Bank of America, has a nice little inside bar here. And again, as I always say, inside bars are what I first started trading options with. An inside bar does not break the high or the low of the previous candle. Okay, so it's showing consolidation. It's like a spring getting loaded, loading, and getting ready to explode. So if you look back on this inside bar, we broke up and hammered through. Okay, this inside bar, we ended up running up and then coming back for an outside bar. And if we want to go back here, this inside bar again ran up for a nice gain. Okay, so inside bars provide really nice profitability for us when we are day trading. Okay, so we can take calls at 42.94, puts at 42.25. BAC is one I would be watching for sure. BIDU is next, had a 2 up that finished red. Okay, and then we have a shooter candle. So that's this little block at the bottom, and it's a bearish pattern, okay? Looks like a little hockey stick or a putter. Okay, so we are looking for this to reverse down. Also a rev strat when we have an inside bar and it shoots one way. Probabilities are that oftentimes enough that we shoot back down the other way. So, but either way, we're looking for a reversal on BIDU tomorrow at 148.69. We can take puts. And again, I'll go on to the next one. IBM. IBM had a outside bar, so we can take calls at 128.93, puts at 126.37. We also have a trigger up top on the weekly. JP Morgan, JPM has a 2 down that finished red. Okay, so we're looking for a reversal on JP Morgan, and when we look for targets on this, we just take, and it doesn't matter if we're going high or low, but when we're going low, we just look for the bottom preceding wicks, okay? Like so. And when we're looking for calls, we do the exact same thing, but to the high side, okay? And if we want to find intermediate targets here, magnitude, pivot points, whatever you want, this is where the bears are or the bulls have their stop losses. When we're to the upside, it's where the bears have, or the bears have their stop losses, okay? So around the day, we can go down to the hourly. We go back in time, and we find our next targets here, okay? There's one, and that just gives us some intermediate targets. Why isn't this clicking? Intermediate targets, and then we can go back to our daily chart, and there it shows up there, okay? That would be your first target. Okay, so that's on JP Morgan. And then again, when we're looking at expiry dates, I take the next closest expiry date. Strike prices, I take the first one outside of the money. So this is at 138.38. I'm probably looking at 137 here as a strike price, okay? Or 137.50 depending on what it is. Okay, next up, KDP, that's Keurig Dr. Pepper. Has a nice little inside bar again. Love the inside bars, so we can take calls at 37.92, puts at 37.45. KO is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has a 2-up that finished red. It is a hammer candle, so a little bit of indecisiveness. I don't know which way this thing's going to go, but we're looking for a reversal based on the candlestick, and it is a put at 59.71. MGM Grand, MGM ticker symbol, was a 2 down that finished green. We'll look for this thing to continue higher with calls at 42.31. Oracle ORCL has a big outside bar on it, so we can take calls at 81.99 or puts at 78.80. Procter & Gamble, ticker symbol PG, has an outside bar, so we can take calls at 150.87, puts at 148.24. We also have a trigger on the weekly right here at our first target. Coincidence? I think not. SBUX is Starbucks. Okay, Starbucks has an outside bar. Calls at 89.74, puts at 84.94, and again, weekly trigger right here. Coincidence? I think not. So that's our first target. We bust through that. We can take weekly calls as well on Starbucks, okay? Look, we go to the weekly chart here. There you have it. Top of our outside bar on the weekly. Next up is XOM. It's ExxonMobil. Has a 2-up that finished red, so we'll look for puts at 78.16. Cisco, CSCO, 2-up, finished red. We'll look for a reversal to the downside at 55.54 puts. XOP, inside bar, and it is a tight inside bar. Look at this time frame, all green. You want that indicator? Click your indicators, type in time frame continuity. Author is Board Rider B. We can look for calls on this little inside bar at 125.88, puts at 124.35. Cat, not one I normally play because the spreads are so high, or so wide, but we can look at this one tomorrow, see how it turns out. We do have a tight little inside bar on it. The time frame looks great. So we can take calls at 221.70, puts at 218.15. If the spread isn't too wide, we don't want to get into it if it's more than a 10% spread. If you can get in it on a good price, I would do that and see how we turn out tomorrow on CAT. WFC, Wells Fargo Company, has an outside bar. We can take calls at 51.54, puts at 50.04. Guys, if you liked the video, click a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If you thought it was terrible, you can give me a thumbs down. I'm okay with that. Let me know why. If you have questions, comments, leave them down below. Find me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can DM me there and send me questions there as well. I hope you guys have a great trading Monday. We'll talk to you throughout the day, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.